EastEnders murderer Gray Atkins managed to remain under the radar for over a year following his wife Chantel's death. Now though, people are onto him from all angles. Will his former colleagues at his law firm be the ones to verify Whitney Dean and K.i.l.l.e.'s claims? Recently, EastEnders favourites Whitney, played by Shona McGarty, and K.i.l.e., Jazz DL, decided to join forces to take down Gray, Toby Alexander-Smith. They've been trying to catch the BBC soap villain out, with K.i.l.e. getting close to Gray to gain his trust. Fans will remember that last year Gray was fired as a lawyer by his boss, who suspected him of being abusive and had even warned Chelsea Fox, Zaria Abrahams, about him. Will his former colleagues help out K.i.l.e. and Whitney and provide legal knowledge to support their claims? Express.co.uk spoke exclusively to Alan Collins, partner and specialist in the abuse team at Hugh James Solicitors, who explored what could come of Gray. Gray killed Chantel, Jessica Plummer, over a year ago after subjecting her to years of domestic abuse. He managed to stage her death as an accident but has gone on to murder other people while covering his tracks. It seems he might finally be brought to justice though, as Walford residents and his old colleagues suspect him. Talking about Gray's respectable act, Alan explained to Express.co.uk, "It has long been recognised that abusers come from all walks of life, but we know that they can be deceptive and manipulative. The veneer of respectability can be an act to blind those who might be able to act. We can all fall for this and have to be alive to that risk. It can be hard to puncture that protective covering." Talking about it helps, and the storyline is therefore doubly powerful. When referring to Gray's fellow lawyers who suspect him, Alan commented, "The professional could be reported to his/her governing body." Talking about police in EastEnders not taking Whitney's claims seriously, Alan added, "The police have been criticized in the past for failing to adequately respond to reports and in particularly high-profile cases resulting in death. Both police and courts have taken in recent times far more of a robust approach, but recent homicide cases where a child has been killed, there is a domestic violence backdrop, and subsequent investigations show ongoing failures between agencies to communicate between each other, exacerbating risk." It could be possible that Gray's former boss had reported him, but due to lack of evidence, nothing was done. However, since Whitney has now made a police report as well, perhaps an investigation will commence. Gray's ex-colleague Laura, Sarah Paul, was always suspicious of him and told Chelsea to stay away from him. When she informed him last year he had been dismissed, she made it clear she was onto him. "Your run-in with the police for public indecency this month was a step too far," she told him. "So I'm afraid we have no choice but to terminate your employment." Growing angry, Gray argued, "I wasn't arrested." Laura replied, "Even so, hardly appropriate for a criminal solicitor and definitely not a good look for the firm. Please be assured, your case was reviewed thoroughly." Smirking, Laura later said, "We thought it would be in your best interest to get it over with, rather than you do the walk of shame in front of your ex-colleagues." She confirmed, "I read those vile messages you sent me online. We both know it was you. So if you even think of appealing, I'll make sure everyone knows what kind of man you really are. You've got no proof and I could have you done for unfair dismissal," Gray yelled. Laura called him, "the man who thinks he's smarter than everybody else, especially a black woman. With no job and no money, Terry's going to be nothing for you to hide behind. Everyone will see you for the nasty little misogynist you really are." It could be Laura's report on Gray is looked into after the police report made by Whitney. Whitney, looking for evidence wherever she can, might decide to get in touch with people Gray used to work with. Could she receive professional advice from Laura in order to prove Gray's bad character? It could be that the lawyers help Whitney, knowing what Gray is capable of,